of bodhicitta and thinking that one is going to attain a state of enlightenment, by all means, as to liberate, to benefit all sentient beings.
Nani chedu tsani ngaje de seno ruba sa jirin goya dire jirin gombala ni banga bundu je tembe jole chunga ho sa gi ni banga bundu je gon rulu di shine rulu dewa dire shine ruba de lagula me ni shine runa jirin raba temba hola ru ani jirin chamula den de hatung ru che ji imore di tati tari shine rulu shum goi.
So after making the offering, the usual offerings, then there's the offering of the praise, and after that there's the stage where one goes to develop the special pride of being in the divine form, and as well as the clarity of the deity, and which could be combined with the meditation to achieve calm abiding of the mind, with abandoning the 5 faults, and as well as applying 8 favorable conditions, and through that one, by concentrating on the figure, on the form of the deity, one develops stability on the gross aspect of the generation, and then also there is a way to achieve special insight based on subtle meditation on the generation stage.
Shine yabuja gungu ina lari yang jangwa la me sungu tola yabuja chi ni papa tome shinda chimbi jung jangwa la me be songa be zawaru di ani uta da nyesa da gundu da gungrim kamala shede gungrim baba la sola le be kongjen song yo da zu je shinje yabuja ba lu che che ni yi da da je ma zo wa ani shine je me ji lu togu mare.
So if one would like to achieve calm abiding of the mind, then one has to study the different presentations of great Master Lama Tsongkhapa based on many great works in the past, such as like the works by Asanga, and as well as the great work by Kamalashila, which is the middle stage of meditation to achieve calm abiding of the mind. If one doesn't study those precisely, there is no way to achieve a perfect calm abiding of the mind. And even those who sort of devote all of their life in meditation simply to achieve calm abiding of the mind, it's difficult to achieve this, and even to develop a certain powerful meditative stabilization is very rare to be found. So, if somebody would be interested in achieving this calm abiding of the mind, then he should study the part of the gradual path to enlightenment by Lama Tsongkhapa, the long version, which contains special methods to achieve this samatha, these mental quiescence, and as well as the special insight. And also there's another way to achieve that, to study precisely the medium-sized Lamrim by Lama Tsongkhapa. Actually, His Holiness had already explained to achieve calm abiding of the mind based on the abandoning the 5 faults of the mind, and to use 8 favorable factors, and this has already been explained.
Sambe Devache. Tene Tele Tony in Dubata, Tele Zunda, Tele Zund, Shenjang Jishin, Lusavan Dobache, Le Tambu, or Tetabi Shenjang, Mejan, Devatan, Devasoji, Dogula, Teyang. Things in the Richie Soli, so mother, go to Monday, Sunday, George, Neche, Tetabi, do anything as you would say, the Machibi, never invited, never chamber. She saw the Daman and did me that Japan and Zhong and the Juji Pichalo, Louis, Jabatabu Mayimber, me then Chamber going sure while a chagu, me then la, me then Tomuka so Kevin, me watch me, Javanam Jung gave me when you moon, you gave me so to my so she lover. Sanji Jiso, Jimbe, Cheraton, call me for soda. Gaden charges him while the sim city, let me for some. Jirin Jivago and the Sabuni, La Mide do Jagu, Tena Mide Suvala Rang Jizama Sevi Uzudo Nimedad, Pende Denche, Para, Denende, Dedavoniado, number in the Jibu, Chegonda, Yang Penda, Yara Uzudu, but the teacher the Jegon, Kayariche, Eda movie, Goyana, Tamje, Nan the Goyana, Chatan, Senan, Tenkayang, Udan Chatan, Shana Goyi. 情所切切怎么路都想得到，想呢，面对年包银币，得来三多没了，这个超市吧，今年这边子当这个头，那当这个头的送的呗，就我都往说我自己都有病，就我老爹那些猪羊没些话说那他过去吃了，吃刚些话送些，这样没些那光得了就我就些那些钱的。 些话那就我去，那吃猪不得，他白马的讲，他光没些，就你不因为这你不时间节包的这样，经过起码他时间节日不节的不往饮食，得了他给参也是不给去，各半年什么都下去，有了出发的这样没得没少过了出发过吧，这么大，少年出发过吧，这把人弄，养现在当的么给有了出发少年过吧没有出发因为听得了把就。 就那这样的来说话呢，切牛为个你做了松说，刘继新，没把没事了，你周围那么大不穷呢，没把当，没得了，三家当那家有讲当家没把生了没把大不你们叫我查不当，三家当家那家所有讲这当真给我没把，最西边多大不，叫我长毛都说我赢了。 在这个吧，查当起毛这个能到他也叫什么那些都把这个问讲我那边那些当结尾，贡献忙不西给的了，那家当三家月尾就贡献没得吃了当那不弄就要吃吧呀，就把呀吃别做人就弄都弄我们的听不当弄我吃忙在这了，在这了讲我长毛说那呢，几千就当去了当那就些了。 都送的，最起码大几次年让我真是就是有把这样娘的，这样娘的屯住，但是这样没些别农牧所就了吧的，农牧所就了吧，把康所可以通知就有的就帮个人汤哦，他都是开始说那些的，今晚公交的呢，下不开始人那边公交就有的。 龙宫别讲了，今晚公交的那下不开始，那个5000多呀有的，人家今晚啥那公的都往过就叫我的，但是今晚公的吧，人家登录去呀，他真的来写了显示住呀，就话起码登录着，过关的不登录去呀给，年个有的，登录要印上，印些没几个，等个在公会呢，什么的了吧，山上人的吧都做起来了。 So
the one has to be very careful with respect to the very subtle type of the lethargy that arises in one's state of mind, and sometimes it's possible even to remain many days in that meditation with respect to the arising of this subtle type of mental lethargy and connect with the wind, and sometimes even the breathing also ceases through this. And if one would do like that with this with arising of this subtle type of mental lethargy, then one loses intelligence, and also one accumulates imprints to take very unfavorable rebirths like animals, and so through this that one becomes more stupid. And so on the other hand, if one would like to achieve a very perfect type of meditative stabilization, then one should try to develop the best possible the clarity in order to make one's mind free from those the different agitations.
Tena shiji do bajang bu chu kan do shoro ka ko so le bara da ni kan do sho de ni wo dan jo de che ni do cha gu su de wo de ju ga ro ju we sna ni bo ngom do me je ba ni ba yin de ni bo ngom do je ba do je sim ba te gu la de da ran do je sim ba de be ni bo je dan do ja ba ni go ba chang jo nan za do ju ze jin mi de jin yin be tun da mi ba dong me go ba ren za do ju ze le zama ji jong na de da ra 대달 제장 그거 미셔나 좀 라바 임베데 리시 퇴마 당바르 미바당 데 그거 임 심팡 토여레 좀 임베 심 shum베 미바데 그거 데네 지고 총레레 정모 따라지에 메다바도 동외 미바 양양 사네 심 shum베 주베 그거 쳐라 대장마 쳐나 그거서도 주베 담바당 운종올라 미바당 네게 차대 공부소 자우 그거 쳐바나 자베 메데냐라 주 대달지 자메 메쉐베 그거 좋나 그거 신도라바 임베 우수 메자와 리시 튼당데 내서 넬라는 줘버려 자고 양세미 발라되베스는 세차당 내차 요정 세체 얼메 벤제당 수시기와 수시시와 존의 저 전문이라 저 전문의 제당 중세 퇴베 중앙임베 미바다 튼동 메고반스나 진짜만 지나 지회 중 대장 저주 저 마저나 중세라바 임베 튼마다 와리시 미바당 지원에 셈 shum발에 좋아이 셈셈 그 베타자고 대내 대주든 신이가 아니가 토수다 저유제 유대 제벌체 저보다 세제제 평유 저보다 등가지지 유대 대한 저보다 자 대장 맞추나 지원센터에서 주베 당아 농심에 나가던 세베 망하다 네게 차티고 고만나냐 소래 지원 쇼바나 세베미 대란 주대 더지 자 맞추는 신도라고 이베 리시 튼당데 감스와다 나와세보다 장림부 정고 통보라다 와서 자워데 따라 저쳐니베지 데 따라 저쳐니베지 야데 다데라기 왜 저쳐베 저쳐번 튼란 주버라자 데따라 추고라보다 저 라나 뭐저 라야 저 참모네 신도 뭐저 가외 냐뇨라 가라데베 레버라다 야 대야 등에서 주면다 저 전문이 버릴러 세상 알아 유미지 쳐버살이 매지 세상 알아 톰버시 뭐 유미데 매데 주세 차리 담보 세차리 담보 레 담보 와라 나 튼더메 유미데 주세 차라 매제진 내 세차 시반이 유진 심지 세차라 제고되벨라는 심불이 고리 바발레장 대나 지워 쉐버라 제네 제네장 미바데니 심지 신도 세버라 통한 조와 대다라 자고 시에수 심지 세바 통한 시에수 마디 유지 유세바 점라 메시지 로엔제당 신도 세신 담발라 세바 이노 시에수 마다르 미데 지베 세자 트메 제다라양 유진 지베 심 세체 마다 데메제당 당딩어 니마쇼와 자바네 지베도 부이노 대양제당 데자말르 데자르나 지와다 지와지원도 냐발레 중세 진 데자마진나 고바지원도 냐발레 중세르 대다라 진고도 마쇼에 진 진르 지베 참림바나 내차출 내차 중린지 진순체데 세차응한데 세차 중린지 구순체데 내차세 대다라 진고 참무자지 온도 마쇼르베 세차응하다 데베 내차 템부도 발라 지지도 주버자고 노르나고 버마쇼르난 세다 강팀바니 레바이노 대달면 바른 세다 르나 진와 진차르 쇼와 마시버 내차 녀부지와 통네 르르라 공럽지 전에도 사라하이 마치게 송장데 송장데 르바 조로 제네 사라다 마지게 송장네 르바 조로 제네 고바 제바다네 미츠르부 진와 공데 서든 공바르 롱자 된주르 동로도 쇼바 치마모 네다니면 자발마 송바바 치밀레 시발라나메 바단 제베 케베 폼비 셴도 폼바이노 대다르 중수주네 라케바라 제데 담오니에네 네셔 림보르 미요바르 심미발라 야잠자잔 지노네 추제데 연통라 장마와자 대다르 장비 나셰나 미데 라랑 쇼지베네 베냠샤웨 대되네 자중세 윤신 로시버 제데 장나네 샤자모뇨 녀부제원조로 대다라 장비 经过他这边那些年呢，时间就是说嘛，目前呢，那家人那边，搞得你不我们都结吧，你不也没得搞说，时间说没有吧，六你们就变这些当年我等于我说，啥了还嘛这个，我啥了哈他妈这个六节吧，送吧呀，他们的呢时间就做六等于的。的这边在当你们哪有六个个没多，这代表过呢讲为让这里中的新闻那不古人节头呢，现在就听头进，这边那个讲刚才听讲嘛，这边现在的几个没别那些店铺，人家个主些穷吧呢，这边这边现在了，店铺头发人喏，现在主去咱们了第一条讲。这里几个呢，我感觉这个他们这边他些你不说是那种个别现在。那个别现在了，他们头发呢？他们别头发你不怎么头讲，他们去先别年不如没就别，他们这边先别年不如他应该去点不头个，对呢，我这中国，我这中国这样当不现在周边个年周边来了，来当不别现在当我这叔叔了嘛，周那年不是周没那边。人就说住或者家住了就在家过呢，我年帮助原来他们接到那边其实妈妈就我的我家都我这确实主要是过了。第二大些他们被父母了大别俺的呢，怕忙我影响不家我没去。第二节讲，第二我这进没设备，第二的大些不过那边送给就是我前边建议呗，大些他们被碰康说我去过了，去这个东江新北。你要让个业务没那么够强，让这多没把那完的，俺东家来把人嘛，马上要让大年也弄，过堂这边养了，中弄到那边，东家这边的狗把刚一些送呗，过堂呗，一些就做啥个饮水吧，这样饮呗，东家的来把人嘛见了，他们经常性的可以没学习送个几十种，过堂俺都陪你讲。然后那边送的菜鸡营养节都碰不起，有鸡送去都样送不到了，他们经常就说了，东江那边都结巴你给小得到了，那些他们被碰康的，对了，大表我说让给因为对面都东江前呢，我让去了，永久节几岁没去龙舟送节，国防人节我都去的，当夜一面都去过当，第一次出国的预备。碰说就错吧，大些钱呢？对了，我讲到我这种，对代表大些了，代表我的呢，就是他们各送就大年里，现在都没把这边讲主不人能说。对了，对了，去他就没得怕了大，咱们就大约咱们引吧，引了也不弄，引吧了也不弄那样，大些不会，怕了大就我了，就就不丢。对代表他给节日出了那没别的，对就是我的我讲我这呢，对了有贡献。yang aje shor na gong yin je gong yin nga je je ne de la yang jo ba be ma ja shi de shi jong su ne ji gu shu lu so gong ge se na ge ge de shi ba ja de de jiang be nga je den bu ru jing gu ji je ma che ba ni je ju gu zhu che chung ba na nga je la den ba to ba yin no de da be nga je de se na su su ru ne den ba to ba ra nie pa me gu ru se na je ga na da过一件所讲嘛，这个塞瓦的是钱呢，对了，这些他们我的我前面我这你送这都住，经过没把你这几个住小穷吧呢，接人热巴了，等把头发引了，这怎么呢？接人热巴他们就那些我女性，这样接人接他们那些你不是接几吧，他们早晚的帮把了没家伙。推提人了，他们经常是我中国那个了结巴人咯，他们经常是去吧呀，的如今他现了，他们经常是结巴的，碰不到看到这些上个罗那了，那是不是别他们经常是你，干嘛你让他们去想过那边，看这边他们买把碰见的起码你喏，对碰完了那到六到老九那了，七八斤就3到5斤多你，如果7、8年喏，对，其实工作些不得。大别等到这边山上给，等到他们这边弄过不当，我就等到他们这边新过不去嘛，这里就我早年的这个家伙在山上那我这了，等把你个咱就没瞧把这工作家其实没把他的，但是经常新闻都不当，这里可以你不能做了，你们别人在那说着结果别他说了有可能。可能我觉得是那代表我呢，东学继续他就是一没有，他把那让给工别，他工作都被怕他厂里，让俺的周边让些队长也没把那给把没把那给把手机接14年没，14年说了，要把那路这个顶多头些送的都从你送的就出入你就过，过去就你节节都准备，节日节收去。 니노 대다양 두다 공성래 상제 이식이 송 공성부 두다 타면나도 세야디 제리 강하나 혼자요 근데 자 지슈지래 니토를 상로 동마도 말아서 제리 고야 강가로 야는 타면 하시게 내보면로 야는 코에 내보면로 어딘데 되고요 인자 롱데 가와 인사 해요 타면 나도 신리 좀 예세가 동에 지야요 대단하면 교주에서 근데 무슨이도 또 가지고 서진의 자셔와에 다니지 거에 되는 것도 하면 주시 소모 대단한 소모 따로 대단한 지rin이라 좀 지변에 줄라로니 저도 변에 줄아지 보자데 대라발라 되는 신에 지튼 바자마 토베 신에 세녀버 조베 제도 지리 정원은 주고인 대원년 중화더라 차딜라 치제 제범 야나르지 지베 차이 콜라미 바데데 친구들 저 중수용 허신 장배 차별하고健康나 천체 머리에 세나 담보라니 자기가 주체 중앙 소중나 참여내 주 도지 대답에 내주다 되는 리시 현장 지회 되어 도비지소 현장에 매요 도바나 공매 세드에 이내 산대 도미니도 메조 메지드 비신에 신예버 토바 대중 전부 다다 람레레지 다라 숨바다르로 다 신의 도리 현장 도구리에서 가신 세야 되리 현장에도 현장의 선바는 신의 도바 인스 배차 패치는 나디요 그것은 현장 도로 대신에 말이 현장 도마 도용의 현장의 되어 도로 인자 가게 심 요도지요 요도 봐 linjabe고도 얘네 데레 신의 도버스 신도 좀 치토네 예라지다 제시자샤 고말레 당들라 신도 좀 치부 해야 되라 되지요 요르데 현장 도로 제바 있는 현장 되어 도나 신의 다는 마토네 가와드 토선 가와드 반자손네 신의 토토바리 대장기 제벌 제고야 메도선 비착하게 나라 신장의 셈베스 가시나 신장 샤브르진지 셈베스 야야데 제니요 니가로베 고마들리시는 겨요 말 다리선이 신의 루켄 신의 루예승에서 신장 토주 받을 신장 기록이 매 마데기 매 로르상로 매 하고요 말 다이네 지 다리선이 시에데 나란술 카드메 공잘 마제바 모제 캔스 야버리 시주비 쳐데 던두 군데르 시아르부 신의 요만 생시에나 안에 라보로 사고나 고도레 마도 페샤다 드나 요 말이 페샤다 메텐데 도바치니 지리 유시치 야제제 라바타르진에 참물라멜로 바조린라 쇼리 조린 지에 차디미데 도진에 고메 참에 내주다 신의 생예바 조린 남 쥐쥐도 조지미 제바요 요도 데 알리 조고야메 멜로샤 내가 던지 첩질 시행인 소로 내가 마시에 살레스 안다는데 지성의 시행이 살마 로쇼 롱디 누구요 말이스
So His Holiness will explain again this point later in the text.
제리라발라르 제네 참마메도 버르도라 쇼리베도리 예체디민데도 제네 공베 참메네 신의 신이버 나 신의 신조바조리 남 주지도 로지미 지와야 유데라바 타레 체네도리란 주도 로마 제린지 중 지모나 네모도소 대답이 제리 대답이 내주 라네가 예체네 소데 대담보 내가 이시 중에 보고 이시라 중에 와도 보고 이라야다 와도 내가 시대 제리 공발네 제리 공발네라고 하고 이제 가나 선지 세나 지자도 말이 버려 차는 배버네 내가 담보다 대네라베 하고 세나 지자도 차는 장 차월류지 집에서 수나무 제세나 지자도 마트에 버네 내가 니버 차월류지 제가 이제 가나 선지 세나 지자도 저번에 내가 소bat 내가 이번에 조린지 조린지 또 텀비 송베 그 연바라 송소 송바 송게 중국어 어떤데 조샤야 당연히 제린 그 처대라 셰지시라요 말에 니방아본도 제제해야 돼 템베줄에 중어서 다 공야做的 신의를 루기는 되래 제린 공부는 되래 제린 알아서베 여기 저도 사니 또지를 하면 정하지 제린 공부 그이지 지 공부를 대신 니방아본도 제제치라고 말이 주정이나 알람산다가베 라지준도 여기 죽고난 전마 강바 동장제네 야림베 사진미루야다 제 대가를 주주로마제 류제가 사세도 이바 강가마 제자부 참마 제마 주어제 마케요 아니 우리 주도는마 세다네 오게 사진바도 상루지도 메네야 상루지도 어디 아니 데레지가 차 탐지 조베 주준도 뭐데 마이 삼바르지 대양 성라 라진 매바이 주민 또베 파르다마도 랑은 주바메 삼 돈이 주고 아니 전에 내가 제시하긴 제일 고야 된다 상어래.
So when you when somebody would do like to meditate to achieve calm abiding of the mind, then that will be just before the stage where you do the recitation of the mantra, and when you proceed with the sadhana, the first that you arise yourself in the complete form of the deity, and then as well as the going through these various different the process of dissolving, and then generation of yourself as the deity, and then visualizing all the ground as lapis lazuli, and then also placing all the deities as a body mandala, and then so up to after making the offering of the after making usual offerings, and as well as offering of the praise, and before the recitation of the mantra, at that point then you have to meditate to achieve the clarity of the meditation, and that is done with one's own body as the body of the deity, and from the Oceanisha, from the top of your head down to the ground, the jewel ground, then you develop in a gradual process the clarity, and then this will be done back and forth several times, and always remembering the empty nature of everything what you meditate, and that is the way to achieve the special clarity of the mind with respect to the object. And it's done with abandoning the five faults, and to achieve a special type of concentration and with respect to the object.
신의 공자다 공과 소유자 신의 안도사리와 지겐데 연나니 야보 공고래 근데 인데 공도도 되지 마셔네 안들 쉐바 마중 상거연도 되어 지긴이나 신의 주 용도 산대 담배 녀도 다 녀도 동의식 계셔서 먹어야지야 신의 코로나 로루 지긴이나 신의 다사동 로다 지긴이나 띵에서 주거래 띵에서 뭐야 되라 니바가 본도 제지고는 주고 니바가 시야데 네 니바가 레로 단에 당하나 제다 진다 고바던 도미 제단 도제된 데다 니바가도 도스 레르 니바 지기제 제도서 당고지 고두기 니바데라 당아 제베 니바제 진고기 니바제 진고 마중하는 거 니보 너도 제베 니바제 진고 좋은 니보 너도 미제베 니바제 시세
So if somebody is interested to achieve this special calm abiding of the mind, then one should know that how to achieve that, the special methods to achieve this calm abiding, and as well as this special insight. This is done with the meditation based on abandoning the five different types of the mental faults. And these are, the first one is the laziness, the second one is the forgetfulness of the object, and then third one is the mental sinking and mental scattering, as counted as one, and then the inability to apply the antidotes when these mental agitations arise, and then the last one is the over application of the antidotes when it's no longer necessary in one state of mind. And as with respect to the laziness, it has several aspects. The first one of the aspects of the laziness is that the inclination to put the practice off for some later time. So that is one aspect of the laziness. So with this aspect of laziness, that one never comes to the practice, always sort of then putting it off for a later time, and so thus then never getting any opportunity throughout one's life to come to the actual practice.
Jawang Asian Jilelo said the Leka Yamal Shangochen, Leka Yamal Durijap, Divat chair with the little. And the name to the Pan Manto Leka, Zuzuta Dada, Sadu Shinsu, Zuchu Juda, Chong Jayata, Shile Jayanda, the Leka Longo Corner, the Nelka Jayani, the Church Majumadi, Jawang Yamal Shangochen, and Tinjang Swan.
The another aspect of the laziness is that one's whole time is being spent in unuseful, unmeaningful acts like doing business or like doing farming, and some senseless works. That whole time is being devoted to being spent. So that's never coming to the actual practice of Dharma. That is another aspect of laziness.
Then Ali Yemen and Hazutari go to Sobo, Jizundrume, Dajet, Gong, Jirima, Sanloton, Yabushita, and Karaku, Yabu, Nedan this Gong was my love you. Abu Tamango today, no man, you but me do some the town chain reality. Gilogile, Lucio, Gilo, and then the same town chain, Sanju, Lucio.
And then the another type of another aspect of the laziness is that when one is being explained the whole process of the practice of the sadhana, and as well as to meditate on the generation stage, then gradually that one might come to think that it's something beyond my own capacity to develop those qualities, and I don't have this ability, and I'm not for this type of practice. So this is also another aspect of laziness.
Dana Jawang Yamalongo Kone Shine Magu, Tingas and Maguna, Alari. Dana Yanking is on others, we won't trouble Mamu know that something, and Juma Middle somebody don't chase on a young mare. San John Najan Chichi, Julie, somebody in the Chishu, Leligen, Tingas and Muju, Little Sunja Loge, Tingas and Gobala, Pachechi.
Actually, all of those three different aspects of the laziness, such as that one thinks that one would like to put it off for some later time, and secondly that one thinks something is very complicated, that I will never achieve these, and then being feeling unable to achieve this, the great aims of this meditation. So all of these three aspects of laziness then disturb one from achieving this special calm abiding of the mind. So there are four possible antidotes to laziness. The main antidote to laziness is the effort.
Things told you, told the Matoba Terminal, Natichi Togo, somebody Juna, and Toyala, Kaleja Togo, Ndumba, Sundugu, Petsu, Saganet, Queen Waganet, Jung San Jung, Ndumba.
So the effort does not come by itself. It must be induced by something, and it must have some sort of a cause or some kind of source, and this is the aspiration. An aspiration, without aspiration, there's no way to have or to make effort.
Thing is, talk do some bed. Never you want Chevala, told you can never you want they have a gory. Thing is, a Yende Maton and never you want. Calling you then the region of the Matogamendo Sangua Inza, Yende Tungori.
And then in order to have this aspiration, then one has to have the faith, and the faith only comes when one has seen the great qualities, the great advantages of the samadhi, the meditative stabilization. Then one develops faith, and this will induce aspiration.
Nembe Judy Tevache. Ali Tombo thing is a Tevache, thing is a Yadation, thing is a singer the Toba in a bed, Diva Pong jury, so Sarjury, Gung Jury, Chanju Sing, Gung Jury, Kare, Gungu June, But thing is, you know, Gong Garungo to Shani Lamson, going with over Julia and Redon. That query and they attend to Zudong, she lost over John the Sijig and Port Lavuchi, Choya Redon. Tinaki and then the Avashan, our thing is that Jimajo Tubman do some Rosi. And nobody young. Nobody June did Tovich, Sudusum Togri. That Goya de Neta, Tella, Never, Judan, Musitiri.
So first, the first one should see the great qualities of the meditative stabilization, the samadhi, the concentration, and then this will induce the faith, and in the faith in the samadhi. So this will induce the aspiration, and then this will make a person to make effort to achieve that.
Tanyabungo to Zundu ne, Koyong Sage ne down, nobody. Tell a never down, never Zundu, nobody, you made it Zundu. Ne down, tell a never dance. Jordan Sudan, never Judy, Evatiri, Sunche. Devunia those to Zundu Zone, Karion Juarisana, Devu Shanjang. That is Josari, Tanda Yungumari. Zundu Zone thing is there, never usually Shanjang Junguri. Tejibu de Shanjang, then Devu ready, they never translate had Rombari. They look in Yabu Shicha.
So his honor says that the faith sort of by seeing the qualities of samadhi, that one develops very strong faith, and this will induce aspiration, and this will make a person to make effort, and then by making effort one finally achieves the result of that, and the result of that is the mental, the suppleness, or the mental pliancy. The mental and physical pliancy is the result of that meditation.
Lelu to Joe to Nibari. Soon things as I know Magun way, somehow Sasa be, Toman and Kunibari. Could won't get things that go out to reach you. So, taking never to say the Gunata, never Sundu Zonsat Batu Yon, and Sundu never Gonsa de Leverva. Tango Gumbecola, never Giore.
So actually this aspect of laziness is already there in the preliminary stage, that one before that one actually comes to the active meditation. Then there's this laziness which puts off everything, but then through this gradual process of developing the mental determination to make effort, then there are 4 possible disturbances or agitations.
Lelo tane damana jeda chida goba don domeje don doje neda nyeba ngande to sa nyeba ngoge nani lelo chinsa songa jedu nipache ta thama jide.
So from the 5 faults of the mind, the first one, the laziness, is complete.
Damana jeda musu dama jebe nyeba.
The second one is the forgetfulness of the object. And then the third one is the mental sinking and the mental scattering, counted as 1 fault of the mind. Then the fourth one is the inability to apply antidotes when it is necessary, when, for example, the mental sinking and the mental scattering arises. And then the last one is the over application of those antidotes when it's no longer necessary to apply them. So the second fault is the again being repeated, that is the forgetfulness of the object.
Miba jebra manjur danga sudi danga jebe niba ge nyambo dire danga je siade lame kashu sung jabe danga gigeng picha tri jabe danga te jeba se mare gong jadu ge miba karila mi ge miba sebote miba singu yul ba shorne mesele renduya danga je ti yingoya de nyabu she yongde meba jebar majur danga sendo meba de majeba tembe thori zongwa tere.
So here the forgetfulness does not mean that something like what one is being taught of by a teacher, like instructions or advices or teachings, to forget those. It doesn't mean that forgetting those what one has received as instructions or advices, but rather that one loses the object of meditation for being unable to apply mindfulness, the ability to remain fixed on the object. So that is the forgetfulness of the object.
Ta meba de karira bchin ro samyo tanda de jizu jem gongyo mazu reme jirin gongyo reme jirin gongde gongde bu yo la ji rang re xie ji cha ni ma do yo ma re gongde bu ji yo re je kong de gong mo go ya sa ha be jizu jem de ge be do ba de le ne u zu do de ma sang lo dong ne jian song da jian da zhuang ra ring ji ma sang lu ji dong ya sang lu ji dong be 아니 데난디도 데니레이션 some 상도 땅 차려와 다 세부 베밍 따로 단다 연구 말이야 돼 상로 여보지 코소나 배시진 차고 세부 마존에 차라바 지고 차람 지샤이고 어디 미버려다.
So here the meditation, the type of meditation that we would like to do is with respect to Tara, and so this is very easy, since that we have only one deity to meditate on. Also very simple form with one face, two arms, and we don't need to meditate on the divine the mandala, divine dimension of the deity. And the only thing is that we have to get clear the details of one's body, such as the crown, and then the face, the three eyes, and the ornaments and all the body. And at the beginning that one doesn't get the clarity of the body of the deity, but then one sort of one will be able to only be able to get a rough sort of rough image of the deity.
단다 리지게라 저 디신 콜로라 사 춘주지고 손주 소송 요리 레발로 주든 요리 녀발로 데 고요리 데발로 조주령아 요리 산에서 손주 소송 요리와 리지게라 자도 마중아 된 요리 대단다 베세우 샤토고 말이 되게 만든 용도 지정그래 저 디신 콜로 잔도 손주 수녀베스 땅에 가버리 지마 가모 잔도 수녀라라도 수녀지 걸와 선들도 지전사를 So at the moment that we are engaged only to achieve the gross aspect of the deity, also with respect to the of the deities of the body mandala, and this is then in the crown that we have 33 the deities, Taras, and in the throat that we have 17, and the heart we have 9, and the navel 65, at the secret place 33. Altogether we have 157 the deities in one's body, and it will be not possible to have the full clarity, the full vividness of those deities in one's body. Only thing is that when we come to the text that we recite, which includes those contents of the visualization, then we come to remember those type of this different type of the chakras with the deities and so forth that we visualize. Otherwise, it is impossible to have full clarity and vividness of the object at the beginning. So when you come to this stage, the first thing that you have to do is to take the pride of being in the divine form of the deity.
And then to think that how it's possible to take this divine pride of being the deity is because that we are no longer at this stage any ordinary type of being, because that we had gone through the process of dissolving, this dissolution, in the sense that everything is fully dissolved, like the ordinary defiled state, including with all the negative imprints and as well as the negative latencies which has been accumulated. Everything has been dissolved into emptiness, and out of the emptiness we have arisen the wisdom, which is the union of bliss and worthiness, have arisen and have taken this divine form of the deity. So through that all the bases have been transformed from the ordinary state into the divine form of the deity. And then the type of there's a type of reasoning to prove that one is in the divine body of a deity, is that one's body is like that of a rainbow. It's like a reflection in a mirror, does not have any true existence, with one face or two arms, three eyes, and then all of those different jewel ornaments and then dresses and so forth. All of these are the proof that one is in the form of a divine being. And then also one is sitting on this the double seats of the moon disk, and then below that is the lotus. One is sitting in this hour of light. So that is the way to achieve the clarity of the divine deity. And then also that there is another point, which is to take the pride of being the divine deity. And also at the same time that one should continue, or one should maintain the understanding of the emptiness with respect to the appearance as a deity.
Then all arrange me by yin somebody, Kuazawa dancing in your chair. Since Taman Hangela, Taman Ranga yin Sambata, Dematruba yin Sambi, Dejanire, Tening never the summary, teaching never the sound.
So the essence of the practice of meditation on generation stage is that when you take the pride of being the deity, then that completely that is an antidote to eradicate the idea of ordinariness with respect to one's body, and at the same time the clarity also also eliminates the ordinary appearance of the object. So through this combination, it has a direct impact on the elimination of the self-grasping attitude of one's mind.
Jerin Rabal Dembaton, Zoringu Shore, Zoringu Shole, Sheneta Haton Rure. Zorin Megumba Jerin Tramal Demba Ato Dakin, Jerin Tramut Gundu, Shenen Ruyumber, Shenel Olo Dugo Mare.
So then with this attitude, then one goes to meditate on the generation stage of the Tantra, and through analytical meditation one develops better and better clarity of the object, and through concentrated meditation that one develops better ability to take the pride of being the deity, and through this then one has a direct impact or effect on cutting off the self-grasping or the root of the samsara, the existence. And also that if one develops the ability to meditate on subtle aspects of the generation stage, then also one can achieve through that the calm abiding of the mind. So this comes sort of automatically with that.
I think as a doya in a duri, Nimar the Twin is return to Childe, Meta Machevache, Chilla Mandoche, Shene Rodano, Chide and Gumna, and Dirangungure, Pechekana Sunche, Shudare, Donetene, Sebuyabu, Shasona, and the Korachache, Salamine, Tachacha, Ruji, Mide Choshivache. Shira said Donu Guvaji. Yongse Chila would call a mean, and as observed Jamiba de Gondajane, and some Ziki to Drine, Sebo, similar, Marshayumi, Sebo, Jimbo, or the Nibe, Seche Mardan, Semiba the Timbu bed, Zetan Tantino, Nini Soja, Gongore, Zetan the Train Java Yenani, and me but young Yamachil Tendro, me some children to do Richigri. Did you go at you? Tando so much Chinjan, Rojagri, Goba Ravachi. Any member Mashone, Gobat Ravachin, usual Tronani, Troji. Young bear told the third Chani, seemed the matter, she, remember Boba Suravici, but so she didn't do Chio Chamuchi, Hago Mariti. That Chio Chamu on the Jajan, Teleja Namu, she never Bovaruci, Mubachi, Teddy Saturday. Mubachi son the Niku, and to do. Today on the Chioji sono, Chivenia would Govachi son, Govenia Bute, Govachi son the same map, towards the Mathurdo. Chioji son the same zing to Trinruto, Meva Trinru sings Zedan Seruto. Then they Trinita and Govachin road, the old Sansan Kitsandeja. Mapa and Dele Thurno, Chivachi, want the old Sansan Church in Buchilla, Yavucha Gongor. Tayans on the chain of the Legi Goba Ramaba, Ali Tisono.
So if you would like to achieve this type of a calm abiding of the mind, and then in that case then one has to do it precisely by doing 4 sessions a day, and also that one should have less contact with the outsiders, and then try to develop the clarity of the form of the deity, such as like the eye of the divine deity. And then first one should be quite content. So with what one gets the object, one doesn't sort of try to one doesn't make over concentration or over over effort to get the object clear, because this might induce some kind of mental scattering. So one should be contained with one achieves as the object, and then try to develop clarity and as well as the strength of the object, and then through this combination one should maintain the meditation. And then the over sort of effort to get the force of the object can also sometimes induce the different mental agitations, such as like the mental scattering. But if one's mind is too lowered, then it's possible that it might induce some kind of mental sinking, and if it goes on, if it keeps on coming, this mental sinking, then it can also induce very gross type of mental sinking, and this will then also make a person sort of feeling very sleepy, and one might sort of even fall asleep. And so thus one has to be very skillful to apply methods. If one's mind is too lowered, it induces the type of mental sinking. If one's mind is too heightened, it induces special type of the mental scattering. So thus one has to be always very skillful to apply the different methods at the right time.
다 진거 니부터 니바 인상 진거 고바지네 고베 니부터 저와지는 진거 니부터 다 니부들라에 먹고 요리 신신 되는 나마도다 단도베 다들 차지 공부 천식이 먹고요 다시 먹고지야.
So that's one should be quite skillful to first to recognize what type of the mental agitations is arising, such as like the mental sinking and the mental scattering, and then accordingly that one should be able to apply the antidotes. And then there are also many other possibilities, such as the methods to heighten one's mind, and also to meditate on the little the subtle ticklies or the subtle circles at the different places of the body, but his Holiness will not go into this detail.
다 지금 맞아. 다 공부도 봐. 장도도 지금 막 용바 요리로 그래. 지금 막 용바가라. 지금 용과 안도기 잘해줘야 돼. 시즌에 저한테 된잖아. 시즌 거의 지금 지용. 그거 지용 거래. 되게 되는 그거 지용 거다. 제가 지금 막 용바가라. 지금 용과 안도면도 잘해지게 되나? 니버려.
So then, through this skillful method, one can expand the time of meditation, and so gradually that one will be able to meditate freely with one's mind free from the mental sinking and the mental scattering. At that point, if one over applies the introspection, the mental alertness, this can also induce some type of mental scattering arising.
지금 준비 가라 대부분 걸 늦게도 지금 준비 가라 지금 그냥 땜바디 거래. 마대는 내가 니바 인자 땜바디 지고. 지금 마 준비 가라 지금 그 전선 거서 마제 바제 소시시 좀 당용 공고. 가가를 샤고.
So as a matter of fact that when some kind of the mental agitation arises, such as like the mental sinking and the mental scattering, then at that right moment that one should be able to apply the antidotes to eliminate those agitations. And when it is no longer necessary, then one shouldn't make over effort to apply the antidotes. That is again one mistake of if one makes overuse of the antidotes when it's not necessary.
지금 다 그냥 시신의 내부제 지금 좀 보고는 지금 보야 그 내본 거만 도 제버지 지금 막 좀 보고 내본 거만 도 메제 봐 아니 당뇨도 공부제다 내본 너제 거부터 되래 단리 송아 다 뒤져 땡게 전에 전에 조खे 있는데 더더 인데로 도주제 지와도 거부터 좀 문제야 보지 땡게 저 공도 더도 타여버리고 여인상 왜 So that's one has to be skillful to apply the methods at the right time. For example, to use not, and when they are not rising anymore, then one should remain in a state of equanimity without applying those antidotes. And then even that one has very strong motivation to achieve a very powerful meditative stabilization, then there's still a lot of things to be learned about, such as the precise understanding of those different mental agitations, and one needs to study the special works on this subject, on this field, by the great masters such as like Rinpoche and his disciples. 다 지리는 지리에 배삼르부체 파유하고체 셔서 공행이나니 아니 사고라발에 미니 진고 만중바 진고게 심마요바 내자지그 주사베 냠르샤토나 신에들 루주 파세 수세레디 내자지그 주사라 냠르샤니 심미요초나 레담부에 띵에제 시가도 토바레. So by concentrating on the gross form of the deity, and in the sense that one's mind is free from the mental sinking and the mental scattering,
And even though that one has not achieved yet the calm abiding of the mind, but if one can remain for 1/6 of a day in that meditation with one's mind free from those the mental sinking and the mental scattering, that is what we call the meditative stabilization of the beginners, those who are a beginner with the meditation.
Le dambo ala chirin raba de shagri chen kana chenshe le sebu chen ne sha thogu mari chen kana chenshe mandi ba be sha tho so no timma tho ge bado le dambo che rabe la ko ge chen kana chenshe be chi che be sal do de chi le sha tho ni le chi sa cham su be chen kana cha sharma tho ge paru de la yi ju je ba 야 류지게 다 참으수기 쟁가나 선시 직자도 뒤지도 잘 토바니 아닌데 이실은 중세 온토 다 제린 다 친송 이실은 양다고 온토 조리가나니 여제야리 대장안주 제리 잡을 때마 토바로 템보르부치 내자지가 주셔치다 마 총에 야보지 공토소는 조린도 공기니 야보요 조린 도바모 소마지네 바샤 첨부샤가 요래 조린 도바 아지다니베 생년 성화지 지주 시라 커버래 선들라 텔레바 강가지 공샤가 있는 바샤자야 요인서 커신 린조게 링한 하시 지방가부대 샤공제 초구도 된 나신들에 요래 나야 so 근데 다 제린 참 류지게 사이 제가나 선체를 미바 야고 철근도나 류지게 사 차와지를 미바 되는 공샤는 신의 루그래.
So, so if one in this way then try to concentrate on the gross body of the deity, and up to one will be able to develop the clarity of the gross as the gross form of the deity, but still it will be not possible to get the precise details of the body, such as like the color of the eye, the shape and the form of those eyes. That will be difficult. And then when you develop ability even to get the details of the eye, such as like the shape and the color and so forth of the eye, then that is already a certain progress with respect to meditation. And then when you get even the details of the eye of those the little deities in one's body, the deities with the body mandala, then what we call one is already in the stage where one has a slight control over the wisdom. That is one stage. And then finally, when you get all the details very clearly to your mind, by one's mind, then one has already attained a certain amount of control over the wisdom. And then the full control of the wisdom can only be achieved when one is already advanced to some extent in the completion stage. And so therefore it is difficult to bring about the great realizations of the completion stage in this life, but it's worth making effort to meditate and thus to accumulate a lot of merits, a lot of virtues by concentrating on those meditations, like as one has explained last time with respect to Chakrasambhara body mandala.
내가 지치베 내가 송지린 지도rinje 야나 지리라 내가 니치 라바 점바지베 땡게다 차와도베 땡주르스니레 라바 점바지베 내주 탈친 소나 차와도베 내주 차티르 지 공고이네 미바지르 던샤버 텔리르 지 공네 차티데라 오고다 노 나즈송도 텔리공베 소주요다 텔레게 차티지 공고이네 텔레데니 신에 루용거레. And then one can actually divide this meditation in many different parts. We can speak of 3 different types of meditation that one can achieve with respect to generation stage, or one can also speak of 2 different types of meditations. The first one is by concentrating one's mind on the gross aspects of the mindfulness, and then there's another one which is the
or the concentrated on the subtle aspect of the completion generation stage, and this is done by visualizing the subtle tigles or subtle circles at the either at the end of the lower channel or at the tip of one's nose. And so by concentrating on this subtle meditation, one can also achieve calm abiding of the mind.
Rava Temba Chibe Nenjo Tar Chin Sona, Chava Tobe Nenjo de la Tati Magumba Che, Luji Get Harang Gung Jagin, Luji Get Hagi Jenkana Sunje Sebu Shasona, Chava Tobe Nenjure, Tela Chidi Gungina, Yang Shenjang Ji, Shenjang Ji Sona, Shenetori.
So one can, instead of concentrating on that subtle tigle in one's body, like at the end of the lower channel or at the tip of one's nose, one can, instead of that choosing that object, one can choose one particular deity of the body mandala and then try to develop clarity of that object, and then this will then finally induce the mental and the physical pliancy, and then this will make it possible for one to achieve the perfect calm abiding of the mind.
Lai Jin Ganan Chunje Sebu Shagundu no, Din Chi Le Dambori. Lai Rabel Hagu Le Lado, Luigi Lai Be Nirvam Rabel Hagu Ganho Jija to Shab Nunayan, Luigi Lai Be Jangana Chunje Shamanu Peru de la Ishi Junze Bori. Luigi la Tamusu Jangana Chunje Shani, Shaji Drushala, Jingo that Juntona, Ishil, Yang, the Ishil, Junze Onto was, that Jering Toshu delivery. Diana Maranzo, Jering Tamu, Shiragunju, Gono Makenda Chire, Jering Tamula Gomu, whatever, Rabat Damaji Venaju, the Chono, the real love show soon, love show soon, Sanjay Damba Nukala Seva, Mami Shikala Seva Naje. Shamalaga Temba that I want to do Hiji to and Ruri, Sendela Zorin, one Zorin, the Tobamo to Juna Sanjay Togomari Son, Londo Lamar with Son Yori. That does Samacha what you, Pung Shamalaga, Redangeable Pekenji. So I did the chicken do it, Chirin Koyatia.
So we can speak of the 4 stages of the generation stage. The first one is that one can meditate on the gross form of the deity, but still that one has difficulty to achieve the precise, the clarity of the certain part of the body, such as like the eye of the deity. One doesn't get precisely the form, the shape, and so forth. So until one achieves that, one remains as a beginner, and that is the first stage of a beginner. And then in the second stage, one can also then achieve the precise, the form and the color and shape and so forth of the outer body of the deity. And then at that point, what we call that one has developed a slight wisdom. So one is already in the second stage, but still one doesn't have any control over the wisdom. And then in the third stage, that not only that one can get very clearly of the outer body, but also the details of the deities of the body mandala also very clear, such as like the eyes and so forth. If one is able to maintain that meditation for 1/6 of a day, then one has already attained a certain control over the wisdom. So that is the highest point one can get with respect to the generation stage. And then it was said that if as soon as that one develops certain understanding from the generation side, one should immediately start also doing meditation on the completion stage, because that even according to
Mami Shikala Seva no Hiris, Tita Taraya de Caresana, Shambhala Temba Taimure, Shambhala Chin and Bizodinch Temba Ris, and the Kat Sitilebe,
So it has been said by Great Master Longdo that as soon as that one develops certain understanding of the gross of the gross aspect of the generation stage, then one should immediately start doing meditation on the completion stage, because that will then leave a special imprint, take to take a rebirth in the Shambhala, in the land of Shambhala. And if that happens, then one can achieve the full enlightenment in one single lifetime. So as soon as that one achieves a certain progress from the side of the mindfulness of the gross form of the deity, such like achieving the details of one's of the divine eye and so forth, and being able to maintain that meditation for 1/6 of a day, then one should immediately train oneself in the subtle aspect of the generation stage. But that's difficult. It is difficult to be able to complete that in one single lifetime.
다지 본부도 지점에 본관 지체 상제지 본관 지체 사도 주바 있는 들라다베 마디에 상제 인국으로 대상아 지점 좀 지원 건세 연대 관리 상제 인 삼마제지소 되죠냐네라 답되고 지체나. So to make it simple, that either that one is in the retreat or one is doing his one's own practice, daily practice, then at this point that one should first thing that you do is to take the pride of being the divine deity, and then also to call up certain reasoning to one's mind, such as that one has gone through those process of dissolving in emptiness, and then arising out of that emptiness, first the ground, the base, and then the divine measure and so forth, and finally oneself also arising in the new form, that is the form of a Buddha, and which is fully endowed with all the special qualities of qualities of the Buddha. And so being in this new form, that you have every reason to take that divine pride of being in a new form of a Buddha. 아니 셰니레도 제니레도 젠샤니레도 차니레도 차신니레도 남자디레도 주네니레도사 강가 세부지마 슈다도 대 강가로 세부지 중에 세부디베 차담 지야 샤용데 대답에 베 지존조마된 거이 사야행아 제고 대답이 지존조마데 다시 본부들라 루 파다베 다주이 다바상마도 라몬이 주고 지점에서 돈예고 어디내게 제공 주공이 있어 그래. 레리 마세나체 제공 제거래.
So
아제 제는 공부래. 제공 제가 되게 세나던 거래. 나이 사베베 로지지 베 산로 망고마도 베 생코르 틀이 야네 고야 돼. 요공제 딩에서 고던게. 요공제네 나제 주고래. 대니게 거수에베 라제메베 따와데 땡기 제는 그것도 송초거래. 되네 서시 니소 더시 송리 So
then that one has every reason to think, being in the divine form, that because that one is in a new Buddha form with one face and two arms, and then with a green body, and then the three eyes, and then all the ornaments, the jewel ornaments that one is wearing, and then the seats, the double seats, and then in this way that one comes to develop certain amount of clarity, and right after that again that one needs to take the pride again. So these two are combined, and so that is the analytical and concentrative meditation, that one does it an alternative way, and through analytical meditation one develops clarity of the object, and through concentrative meditation one maintains the pride of being in the divine form. And so through that all the aspect of the profundity and the clarity are combined in one's practice, and also the old aspects of the method and the wisdom are also united, fully unified in one practice.
Shigu na la ta kunedo ta ani shigu basha ani be chen umani reji sa de so sisigo te ya bo shagu no mimatigo dewe jingu teni khud pha ma se no ni khogo ta neme je de mimati ba sebu da ga de go neme je gi je shang da de ni shege khutsu da nie da de ma go ne be se no tene se duru che go de yori bu shidang go go yori.
So in the former times, that the way to achieve the clarity of the form is very precise, and also takes a lot of time. That first one goes to concentrate on one single eye, and then one can even sort of make a drawing of that on a paper with color, and then also that one looks into the mirror, and by putting it on one's forehead, and then thus one tries to develop the clarity of one single eye. And as soon as it is achieved, then one can move to the next part of the body, such as like the forehead and the other eyes, and then gradually one can add, as you develop more clarity of those things, you can add even more part of the body, such as like the ear, and then gradually one gets the full clarity of the entire body of the deity. But this consumes a lot of time.
Zongaba chimbi lu shu ki chedi zana kangal ma sena de ma tani pa shida tong ya shida tong chu shida tong pena song tani chu ji be zu toga ba toga ne pa shida u zu zo ne ma je ya de do sa kashe ji go ne do zu ro ya de seru ne sena jobu ru go de ji la.
So according to the tradition of Lama Tsongkhapa, then it's a little different. And here, the way to achieve the clarity is done simultaneously. That one starts to concentrate of the body from the edge to the heart, or from the head down to the feet, and from feet to the heart. So from the different parts of the body, concentrating and gathering to the heart. So in this way, then gradually, by long concentrations, by long effort in this concentration, one achieves the simultaneous sort of clarity of the whole body, the entire body of the deity.
So Tambola song Jeban Jimbo Diva Tamone Songle. Jebarana Mivade Shibani Randra Soni Juko Shibi Parase, Davidi, Teajiri, Sheba, Lula Gobatan, Shibam, Druji, Rangiluji, Chachilichi, Gube. There is Druji, Jundu Sakamenai, Colocondo, Tarajeva, Jeju, Colo, the Zakandi, Jeba, Diveraji, Seveluji, Coluji, Junshin, the Omarujan song. Kolonga da jeba se da sai khado jang zo rin ji jung le som ba jindu tar ji khado nga de nam ya na sama khado ka ma da che da cha ba ne do sam chu ba ni se le som te da be jung zang ji so de zang ji ngo da yi ka ba shi je ba de yong so ju ba le sang gu ji de wa ji mo ka mo ta gu ji zang da ba so ni ji na nim na so ran de jizama karmo rite jizama karmo son jo so jo wala ngaje da sa na ja je zangur ji ji su omale je da tele je be je da tele je be churu so mungu jan de zan da ma nyong ge che bara me wa ta je za omal ta je za omal so ba ni do ja gu ba da je za la ma go ma khen zu do ji jang de je le do se ne me se je ba ka wa chen de ba chumbi pe zang ba shangani 명한 게 송셰도 양양제와 다라 삼구 대제다 레벨 삼구주 소디 삼아지 모다이 마볼레 지도 마마부 송구 주든다 이거 송구주 소디 송 모다이 모볼레 지도 모모 송구로 고다 대베 삼구주 소디 삼아지 모 다위에 세월이 지도 세모 송구가 송구를 링아 산내지 삼구지 소디 삼아지 모다이 지홀 제자마 정오 송으로 소송 제바세다데 데나랑 데나랑게 류지위 차시데나 딜레 두바오 냐바다 제자 파망고이 냐베마 제다 세나 치튼자 이거 정오제 정오네 가주다 데베 정오 데베 데니 닝거 정오네 가주다 데 상교 정오로 니네 사주다 데베 정오니네 나치데 정오로 니네 사원나 주베네 모다 제자마 나자 네 송지변의 조모 대다대 모소 농구의 다르제베 대대대 자롱의 대대나 지질럽네 롱 나도도 쉬네 송 가로만한 지들이존 지질럽 그바 지질럽 그바 신도 제오대요 대양 지질리 류지고마 사바다 대양 봉소 라발하라 공베 류지리 차베 자카말하라 공베 류지 서지 대라마 자이 친이 공발이 나네 공발론 세 오마도발라 초로 사바송베 데다벨 제네 류제 공수진나네 선에 타도바 니도 니버 드부데 송레 대장메 주나마데 사레 공명가 마다라 고베루 타벨레 정와다라제 라종아 시송데 루제데 메제 송게 루타니리 시바르자오 송바드바네 송레 도나 제오제모 가고 시바네 타즈르마 정고 세다베지베 바르송데 네다 루제 루제 폰 루제 폰소 마요모르 루마르 engar제바 예노 니바데미 모라니 루제 제베 온도 제바단 루제 온도 제바바다 올라송 니가라 하고고바다 니제베 미바 지르자와다 징고르 제쇼 제쇼 그냥랜데 레워르신 제베 미바 고수자와다 모니 송레 다 내가 제가 너무다 내려와리도 뭐 류지고 같아. 류지된 데로 모두 송유와 대장 류지라 제네도 송유와. 제바다 류바니 모든데 배치를 세부요. 리모트 데나 세부 송면도 맞아 송셰고도 나마죠.
So before the recitation, there's the stage where one meditates on the body mandala of the deity, and so this can be done in three different ways. One is very elaborate, and like the one you find here, and then there's one medium one, and so His Holiness hasn't received any instructions on the medium possibility to visualize, to meditate on the body mandala.
다지 세도디 시라랑 요마레 류지 데라랑 지즈마세베 류기 중심기 주도 자송 콜롱나다 제바 세다 자우마 지도고 봐도 세
gathering to the heart. So in this way, then gradually by long concentrations, by long effort in this concentration, one achieves the simultaneous sort of clarity of the whole body, the entire body of the deity.
다리 제리공로 되내시지야. 다데오라 소마송고 중국어도 타만 데바자발라시 사마자바다 데베메바다 데바모 데베세도 동월로 송ले 마도난 데발라 주바니 시송 데베 제린차라 공베메와는 데발라 주베 도노니 발라니 류지 공바다 데베메바 무소 담발라 송 제반지 모디로 담모네 송ले 제버나 메바데라 시바니 란드라 소니주고 시베 버르세 다와디비지 대야지르 지 시바둘라 사고바산 지금 요 루지랑게 루지 차실리 제바시 구베 내레 루지 용도 세카메나요 콜로콘도 다라제바 Jeju Kolo de Zagan Jeba de Raji, Seveluji, Koluji, Ujun Shingi, the Omaru Janson, Kolonga da Jeba said, Zay Kado Janzorinji Junli Somba, Jindu Daraji Kado Made Nam, Yana, Samakado Kalamanda, Nachabane do some Chubani, Zele Son, Teda Vijun Zanguji, so the Zagan Yukabo. She Jeba de Yon so Jurubali, Sanguji de Wajimo Karmo, Tagoji, Zandava Suni, non him, non so Randa Jizamakarmo, Rite Jizamakarmo, Songo Sunjo, Susan Jovalamaje, Dansa Naja, Jizamurji, Jisu Umalijita, Tele, Riti, Chibijeta, Tele, Richi Churu, so Mungu Jandi, Zandava, Yungi, Chevarama, Tajiza Umal. 타지지 자와자 오말라 소바니도 자구바 다저가자 라마고마 켄즈도 지장 된지레도 세네메 세 저버가와 챤르데마 준비 배상도 샹아니 명한게 송셰도 야야제와 다라삼구 대저다 레베상고 주소디 자마지 모다 이마볼레 지마마 송고 주든다 니가 송고 주소디 장 모다이 고볼레 지마 고모 송고로 보다 대배상고 주소디 자마지 모 당위에 세월이지만 세모종으로가 종으로 링아 산내지 장고지 유소대 장고정고 당위 정고 제세마정고 종으로 소송 제가세다데 대나랑 대나랑의 류지위 차시되나 딜레주와 오냐바다 제세가 파망고에 냐베마 제다 세나 지튼자 이거 장고지 장고네 가져다 레베 장고 레베 데니 Ninga Zamuna Kajadan, Sangi Zangurini, Sajuda, Deva Zangunini, Nachete Zangurini, Savana Juvene, Modaji, Zamanaja, Neson Juvena Juma, Dena de Moso, Lungu, Darajebe, Denati Zalon, Telena, Chilavane alone, Adondush, Neson Karamana, Chitrishun, Chijilabuva. Chijilabuva Shandu Chewo Deyan. Teyan Chijili, Luji Guma Sabada, Teyan Punso, Rabalara Gombe, Luji, Tavetakamala Gombe, Luji Saji, Telama Zai Chini Gumbali, Nane Gumbalon, Omadubala Churu Sabasumbi, DWG, Luji Gunsujinan, Sonata Tuba Niedo, Niba Dribu Sonli, Tezam Junamadisare Kumung, Madara Goberu Tavali. Jongwa Daraja La Jonga, she son de Ruja de Major Songe, Ruta Nili Shibar Jau, Somba Duba name. Sonde Dona Jojamaka Shivani and Tazuma Jango said, Davaji Barason, Ned that Roger Luji Pon, Luji Pon so Mayong or Dumari Engarjeba, Yeno, Niva de Mingolani, Luji, Jeb on the Chabadan religion on the Chabava Olasum. Nigara Hakugovata, Nijimiba, Chirichawata, Chinguru Jesho, Jeshokinan, and they were ashamed, Jimiba Gusu Javata, Money, Sole. Ta, and never Cheva Lamota, Nero Alitamu, Lucigo, Lucid in the room with the Sunyova, and Lucilla Jenny do Sunyori. Javata, Dubani within the Pechiri Sevu. Jimuti, then Sevu Sum and Mazui, Sumsheko Dunamajo.
So before before the recitation, there's the stage where one meditates on the body mandala of the deity, and so this can be done in three different ways. One is very elaborate, and like the one you find here, and then there's one medium one, and so His Holiness hasn't received any instructions on the medium possibility to visualize, to meditate on the body mandala.
Teyayuni la Rojani che, Rojani ne susu nuba reri pari tsuri nuba che, Ningala nuba sun che chuche, Sade Sedavna, Dosam reri ne, Za umali pa zandav chewati, Jidu la yoba che na, Tambo jete ne jete ne dusva chewari de, Nila zandav kangalaba, Uma zavala sudeva shadari.
So then for the visualization of the body mandala, you have to visualize three channels, the central one, and then the right and the left channels, and then then also that visualizing the 5 chakras in the body. And for the visualization of the channel, then at the heart, the right channel and the left channel, then making sort of the 6 coilings to the central channel. And then as regards to the visualization of the channel spokes at the heart, when speaking from the basic explanation, then there are 4 channels, and from the 4 channels then coming 8 channels, and this way then there are more and more channels being spread out in one's body. But here it's not like that. Here all the 8 channels are spreading out, coming out from the central channel. So all sort of going straight to the central channel, and from there these 8 channels are formed.
Dan zangor de manyon jiu da yong da zhe bo jiu de xin ji ko lo zang de song ju sun yi, and long jiu ji ko lo zang de ju zhu.
In the chakra, in the chakra of the great bliss of the crown, there are 32 channel spokes, and in the wheel of in the red wheel of the enjoyment in the throat, there are 16 channel spokes. And in the blue, the wheel of the phenomena at the heart, there are 8 channel spokes. And at the yellow wheel of the emanation, there are 64 channel spokes. And at the green, the wheel of the sustaining bliss of the secret place, there are 32 channel spokes. So that makes it altogether 132 channel spokes in one's body. So when we visualize those deities, then we should think that those deities are in reality those the energy channels and the drops done in the form of those different deities be visualized in one's body. And it's not just like just placing those deities in one's body will not become a body mandala. So one has to transform those energy channels and energy drops in the form of those deities at the different place of the body. And such as at the crown, there are 32 channel spokes, and in the center, which is actually the very energy channel and energy drop in the center, will be transformed into a deity with white body. So then there are these 32 channel spokes with the openings. In the opening of those channel spokes, then you should visualize actually those there's 32 channels and the 32 energy drops in the form of 32 white deities, sort of facing to the central figure of white of the deity with white body. So this is the refined, or sort of the refined part of those energy drops, energy channels are transformed and visualized into in those deities with white body.
Zangor susu kado de zorin gunduge kado na saldone riden digri. Le hawa chigen za kangalo zangor ngajalo be kala mamen dang chaba shada sanu don chosun yore.
So the colors of those channel spokes, different channel spokes in one body, one can do it like it is explained in the completion stage, or one can also visualize all the channels are actually white but with slight the shade of redness. And the visualizing all the channel spokes in white color with a slight shade of redness has been explained by in the Nyesin, that means the close introduction, by Tara herself. So one has to base the meditation on that explanation. And then, so like before, like in the crown, in the throat center, in the center there's one deity which is with a red body and surrounded by 16 others also in those channel spokes. And in the heart, the center, that in the center is the one central figure which is also with a blue body, surrounded by 8 others. So there are 9 deities at the heart. At the navel center there are 64 deities, and then in the center there's 1, so that's making it altogether 65 deities in the navel. And at the wheel of the sustaining bliss, in the secret place, there are 32 channel spokes. So with the central figure, then it makes 33. And the color of those deities at the navel are yellow, and those at the secret place green.
Zangur nala yu rube lat se ka ne sunji be ne sunji ne jo mo yin samba ji go ye rang ge nang ge za khang ge mo ye che ne sunji ne jo mo yin samba ji zangur tu rang ge za number da be za khang yang yin che yu ni za ji la so be ne sung ge na ka ju ne sa jo ge be ne mo yin samba da tu ne jo da ka ju ma shen na ne jo da shen re.
So it is very much like in the Chakra Sambhara. One should think that the deities are the deities of the 3 different places. Those who are in the space, those who are on earth, those who are underground. The types of daikinis from 3 different realms of life, 3 different realms, and also those are the daikinis from the 24 different places. So it's very much like in the Chakra Sambhara.
Ninga zangor de zanda jede layang humbure tuju khulu lare bena kusung tusung to do warwa kusung tusung to do yondu tuju khulu lade khajure sungu khulu lade sal jeware kuyu khulu lade sawana jeware ne sung sudu denjo le dagare kal jebu su juba sal jebu su juba sawan jebu su juba siore.
So the deities at the heart, these 9 deities, these are the deities of the mind will, and so they are the ones that who dwell in the space, and those who are the deities of the spiritual are the ones that who dwell on the ground, and the deities of the body, of the will of the body, are the ones that who dwell the underground. So 3 the different groups of deities.
Ndembe zangur ta sane ji zangur nyibu de ne mare sala chwe ba sungi lare sung ndeba sung kolinza sane de dugure chile ki ri de sungi sung do jina ya du go yori.
So the deities in one's throat and as well as at the secret place then belong to the class of darkness that who dwell on the ground, and then the deities of the activity that belong to the Vajra, to the Vajra speech.
Ringa ri sung la du renjung ri yondeng ri de ku ri na du gori chi na cheu zangur da tewe zangur nyebu de sawa no chebe sawa no chebe ta du sung nyebu rang yo no khabu mare che yin sam ba chen ni ri ya.
So His Holiness says that it is difficult to keep in mind that, but one can simply think that this is to this and that sort of, even if that one doesn't get very clearly, just to just to visualize roughly will be enough.
Ta kondo ge ta changa ma nyu de da je khoron de mi ko te yori rang la ra se we jo de ji ko lo ta jo sun ju ta ni so ta ye ka bo le ji zo ma ka mo la ran da sun ju ta ni ji ko ro wa de ma lo ji ko lo ne be sang tong chu chu yori o du se la chin ju je la ne ru le chu ze sang tong sa ra na ta di gre.
So it's very clear in the sadhana, if you recite that, then the starting first with the 33 white deities in one's crown, and the size of those deities, if it is possible to visualize as small as possible, like the size of a little grain, will be very good.
Then Rinpoche na luje jeba tere sa ja da nga ju nga du.
And the visualizing altogether 157 deities in one's body, that is the medium sort of the middling the practice.
Ta luje Rinpoche song do wa sa jonga che chi.
And so this one is the elaborate form is with 157 deities.
Tabu chungo kuma ndere wa tanda dombe sonye tere dombe jeba sonye te chusho tembe jenseng song yimbare te chusho li shebar che sho suma do neko mindo chi le nama jo.
And then there's another the middling sort of the practice with the 15 deities in one's body, and that is the explained to the great master Thubten Dhargye, the one who had written this long prayers to Tara, and but this His Holiness have not received any teachings on that visualization.
Ta dubane sung le setanda kasan to shuduge tomo tome on seatela nenga la hanga ku yore ti da che corona luto corona zajuna yore jiu jemo ga mo sheba na na zu de jang ho se de o song re te chi ge na ne ja da ma jang de mo go je ran thara se we jiu zang ju so ne ro jemo ga mo ne ma ku ga mo ma mo de wa ni ga de ma ja mo ho mo de wa ri je de ma se mo san ne sun na zu de ma jang go de wa de yore ta ina de ran de to me to ge yo ma da ya le ji go lu de re.
And then there is the concise way of visualizing the deities, and then that is like the same as the one visualization that we have done at the time of receiving the blessing and the empowerment of the Dharma on the last time. That is by placing only the 5 deities in one's body, at the crown the white lochana, and at the throat the red Amitabha, and at the heart the wrathful green Tara, and then at the navel there's another deity. At and at the navel then the Tara with yellow body. At the second place then the vari-colored or the Nasodoma, and the one Tara with green body. So these are the 5 deities that one places in one's body. That is the shortest way of visualizing the body mandala.
대 이게 좀데 남시지 풍부 대 좀데 서 풍부 상례 좀데 도시지 풍부 제거를 받아 풍부가 전에 드셔들이 뭐 소하 하고서 집어리 다도 잘리다 가지 니그리 니고고 말이 너고 말이 너야 다지 코너 요버때 때문에 예버티.
So the if you are to place these 5 deities, then the white lochana at the crown is symbolic of the perfection of the form aggregate, and the red Amitabha, the red deity at the throat is symbolic of the aggregate of recognition, and this Tara that one visualizes at the heart is symbolic of the perfection of the consciousness, and this Tara at the navel with yellow body is the symbolic of the perfection of the aggregate of feeling, and this green deity at the second place symbolic of the perfection of the formation aggregate.
다 내려와 류지데 세트 다 내버 제발 내베 미바 쳐야 돼. 내버 하러도 그 미바.
So now next one is the type of visualization that one has to perform for reciting the mantra.
단도 롱디 배치 가봐야요 이나. 도나지오 지마가무 시원해 나도 좀 정보 시세와 시송 대내 대다도 조지 류지지 봉봉알로 소바도 말이 뭐지 뭐이노 니번 대비 영어라니 류지 지방도 제바단 류지 원도 제바다 몰라 소원 인간 하고 거다 니지 미와지 나 제리 자와 정고르지 조게 왜냐는 되버신 류지 미고 고수 제바 다원에 소원이 가마다는 hin가 주의 홀로 시바는 고와 30배 벌어도 여러 가지 냐라니 hin게 제즈미 니망고베 도간다 외지모 메시지면에 가보다 왜 수중을 당이 홍게 셈 송장 라마도지 장게 차지 담아 홍당게 셈바 제바 송베 되니 강데 자롱 아냐 대뇌네 자데 용고로도 자 이거 집에 완전히 막이 심해 정어리고다 고로고 이거는 나 랑다브랑다 조진 버라상라 니버랑데 다제데 제미방원이 메고르니 레다본데 송레 콜롱에 하다 시원 지진을 버상시 배 버데 지질 하자다 마드제 고이 샤탄제데 이게 저바다 담다 홍게 아다다 홍게나데 요새 니만 못하 지저도 샤바다 무슨지 신라자 당지 샤바 주베 요새 라레자 주베라 뭐 봐도 뭐 좋은데 저세 ten제 지나서 되고는 주베 니버지 저선 너무 말봐 동구르베 동래서 나 어제 라레네 올라고라 포베 투주고디다 고송 토인데 틀려지 제는 저와제 저와ring에 류지다 제베 고다다리 가다 사베담이다 저무시 제제다 차세 우발라에 넘바 나 차란 넘버를 차례 좀 보고저더라 바삼메와시세 팀베 라니 저와세 대 제전로 쇼버사니 와제디 미바데 소레 야오제 주시바네 대랑 티바사 셰베바르데 담마사베라 오zem하다 주에데 베르고 신야세라 보 세주지 리바 잠제 자세 주 다르 신제다 나오지 리바 타다 외세도 존데 스메 도반 쇼고도 뉴사메로 고 주메 넘버 상제 바사야 디제 오제제 제바 디제 장바 추이스모 토로다부 yen도 주에데 다게 류라 템베 팀바다 가르송어 소지 제제베 상제바 상바도 양 밤에고 신제지라다 냐바 주비 신장 수준도 주 자예베 소무질리 주지메바다 초제지 자지메라도 바다 자제디 접진도 주 니제올라 지진제바다 샤 예베 테니 주지메바 샤 제올라 리바다 셰지 주에도 바다 우세지 진일로바다 제올진데 원고다 란데 파마데다 신제라랑게 류라 팀바 소미베 추데 도마 야제버라 자디야 우세 드제 고송 고송제 외세 줄류 송주 송다 최고롱고 최롱주 송다는 제베데 다근 제바 서마이메모 도제도 상지지 틀레 송바데 데바 수수 최고던 고지게 임버리 셰바남 타제냐는도 체리시바자시yen 주발이 도모되지 권한데 주도 시소 다제 리브사이네다 온주다 온주 제거 윤네 라소 노주네 송바고 마상원바 근데블라지 추지 샤롱 자바니 Junglo Teda La Tony Chibigubata, Tamar Song Shi, Suma Chingo Chukan, and Driver Meba Goose, Sonle, Rangi Yenge, Leranda Padma Shiva, and Haji Dadu Sanshi, Parason de Kaji, Taji Sijiva, Jerry Nimalami, Banda, Talanya Sijiva, the Pamago, Javanya, short of a good Ningage, the Mazongo Guliranda, Saint Chanda Yamatu, Sinajana, Shidan, Shidan Zio, Shidan Sabaja, Jim Barji, Damayon Sozo, but then the Asian zone, Changi, Sing Barji, Lamatamo, Lago, Doji, Jingo, Ozogo, Chugo, Gorbe, Cochu, Gorbe, Chugo, Shida Longo, Major, Tantugo, Domon Home, Kuala, that Yagu Hajida, Joe Chamber, Nakaji, Bato Yala, Dunet, Jober Mu, Raleigh, Juvelana, Nabo Yavani Show, Timasam, Tijan, Dojo, Zamalera, Demo Shejuana, Demo, Nanangri, Jingo, the member of Sugar Melon Shida, Logonama, Jugo, Macarme, Gorojo, so Jerry, Tijan, Do, Zamalera, Semo, Senajo, Jungi, Regi, Jingo, the member of them, the mage, the mother, and the Shajon, the Peme, Regi, Jingo, the member of Sunday, Zamalera, Naranda, Joa, Tado, Juma, the Tejo, Jingo, the members of Lasuba, Conjan Jaro, Dridu, Juma, the Jeveson, Javan, Son, the Marista, and Madison, the Cheshi, Sumatard, Joma damages, so nearly Toberchao. Somebody, the Bangon is only Omatari, Shin and Dashi, Son, the Son, the Jam Hajitan, and soon, the Eva, Domine Omji, only Haji, the Asun, Jumala, Shibi, Ching, Awaja, Young Jamali. Ona la soba ne tado shibe jem mokarche anda namje ka ngan rowa la wo she sumba orojuro na kaba orjurbe da moy soge ujube to yimbe chide a o masun she never ola o shibe ada oda do orjuro mani jiso ngaro shibe ma some tele jiro omrubo de dabe a o mason je kusun to su do je son da sun ji do je do je sun yire me ba ba de jembe wona om je je be de sa de jembe to da sa ji de nge de ma la la ni bi ni be do je pen ba do me ba ju de zimo le om de ji xin yin ba ju cho da de no de pe da yang ge san na ba da ji no ba zhe ben kan so je当家娃的这些都能够这样，也就是说呢，别拿那我们些种呢，过过夜了，那也现在如果你让给老板那有那个那里边头的第一件事，那说呢，像这来这多一嘛些，我大人呢住嘛，多大人呢碰把里住嘛，多人呢牛嘛是吧的，我都不把大人才能不把我养起都是嘛，本地的全部就那么多些送的，住嘛，现在住嘛些吧。当包没说的住的，你叫穷人那么的，你把苦里住的，基本这个人的，什么事情你个里住的，基本新北浪街的嘛，对吧？送苦里住完的，那别的俺给我求给讲送的苦里住的嘛，多也是那么的，人们来查出些什么大肉，说了就了嘛，然后对我跟聊的什么这些些吧，开始么就什么大肉，你把那张车给就当真去说。接近去从全部打的全部打的打，碰上个学的，这是美女没得，这些嘛也好像成为没好像嘛，现在一们估计老个车那样没，些什么的这好像去牛我车都既定的几岁吧，大不那一个人呢，对吧？好像台湾的，这好像去我先去对吧？好像去我让个讲没对吧？俺嘛就把他们好像的对吧？对吧？讲也都一些对吧？估计年吧，来过的车站年吧，年没对吧？这经济呢对吧？那我他不，对吧？讲也那么说吧，这个。那说着今年的说的一些都没拿到嘛的话，大概的新鲜都因为在那几个些问题，我们就往那东路个觉得现在都没这新鲜的，对他不是对吧？有些这老年的改建呗，讲这没这些什么的，什么那边也完了，就是嘛样，那里的一个马路的新鲜的，我说你要什么大的，马这个马路公那公的吧。那公布大部3万年公布的吧，那有公寓的，你去美国当地有人的，当时跟的问题，那年走路送说的，北京说一家当一新边啊讲，那我的兄弟，那我说嘛送讲给把刘荣新大洋股呗，那年春就可能是大概托可能他这一家股对不对？资源不把3年看嘛的吧，他这些年吧。他前了，但把这边没把它这边一家蹲什么，蹲到送上的一些边啊的觉得，尤其是马路上人们，年边个不给问大鬼这样一家嘛的工， Dari soha hunha anzi shibam shi sayana dari hunha anzi soha shi da shindi gosu rang lu ji lang ha sabyon da jeba ne lu zi ma bu jaju da bu chui java se ji samwa song ji chen la tam ji ji ri me lang ha ji sabyon na bar chen zhang de ri le si bi ting bar samba men wen ba wo jiba ne song le tseme nye ba ne tseme ma ju ba dang zhang ji nye ba ne bong zha jiu对ji nye ba ne lao zhu gu xie song de da mu ne mo nya ji ri su ko dang song ge na wa tseme da tseme da mo ju wa da nye ba ne le rong zang la mo zha ji gam xie na de ju xie yi xin be nga ka gong ge ji se na zhu be chou ji bi xin chi mo le re mo zha jia da ma ta mo zha ju de mo zhu mo jing da xin yi xin be nga jiang那么长期为就像某场所拿的就些件事情主呢联系为的后头没了他懂过你把他没了就些件事所主呢朝推就我主女性我呢就我在这里做主吧了多当能多当的嘛就说的不所以就以所以就以前主标我就阿拉你们三代人不去送来中国当然要说让我的家伙推荐你把你接的媳妇家伙送嘛推荐就都去到了家伙了送你我多他的公嘛多么没有我当么的送我来的那团就我个人就是叫我呢是吧呢就是没过来是没把家媳妇把他送的呀
哦